So I have 8 likes on my latest video, and really a consensus, when it comes to my presentation. The vast majority of people agree that I am being harassed, and the police are showing a certain dereliction of duty, if you will, by allowing it to happen and by taking part. I also want to say that, when it comes to UFC fighting, as I said before, I'm a fan. I wish Cain Valesquez, Daniel Cormier, much success. I was also a fan of Jon Jones in the past. I was a fan of a lot of these guys. I just honestly believe I'm the top martial artist, and it's not fair for me not to get credit while people who do things that are similar to what I do. I see UFC fighting as a sport that incorporates a lot of martial arts, and it's respectable. But in the past, I've been critical of it because their fans have been critical of me for whatever reason, and the gang stalkers led me to believe that they are participating in my harassment as well. I don't think it's fair that I've been shunned by women. I don't think it's fair that women judge a man by the size of his pocketbook in a eugenic society, and I will never, ever, ever think that is fair. As soon as I clean up just a little bit, you can tell I'm very attractive, and most of the time I don't, because looks are just a part of it, a part of your presentation of who you are, also your demeanor. When I slow myself down like this, I'm a lot more sophisticated seeming, a lot more likable, and women do not fear me as much. But this is just me presenting myself this way, as opposed to the warrior presentation I usually make, which is probably what I'm more comfortable doing. I've been treated unfairly, and it is really above and beyond how other people are treated in life. Mental health has no idea what they're talking about, and instead of simply admitting that they are wrong and trying to make it up to me, they continue to try to cover up their mistakes. And it's the same thing with society. Instead of simply admitting that they're wrong about these things, they would just keep making billions and billions of dollars and spending tens of billions of dollars collectively annually. It's really unfair, and the fact that women have tried to prey on me, and gays just the other day tried to catfish me, and I see bots on Tinder. I'm back on Tinder doing my research again into women, and it's the same thing. I see them say things like they're looking for a guy who's financially stable, they're looking for a guy who's career-oriented, ambitious, and these are all code words for a guy who makes a lot of money, 6 figures plus, hopefully in their mind. But a lot of them will probably settle for maybe $60,000 to $80,000 a year. Ask yourselves, why don't women ever look for a revolutionary? This is why I've given up on them. I don't see women as being good enough for me. Not because I'm black, or I'm tall, or I'm handsome, or I'm from a nice family, or because I have a degree, or but because of where it really matters, their heart, their soul, and very few of them are good enough to be my friends. And there's some on YouTube that they're pretty much my friends, but they're among the few. There's a difference. I give respect where it's due. I don't just give respect to women automatically because they're women, even if they're older women. Do you respect your elder when your elder is a female slut? Of course not. I give respect where it's due. And I don't see women as upright. I don't see women as good women. And no matter what anyone wants to say, you can kind of see where women fell off when they started rebelling against man. They stop being this humble, beautiful housewife. You know, they started being sluts. They stopped being these spiritual beings. They started being sluts. You know, and it's absolutely disgusting. And even little things that a lot of us like to see, such as women in bathing suits at the beach, is part of this process. This multi-year process, this process over many years that is taking place, where women are becoming completely, you know, unworthy of respect, and they're demanding more respect at the same time. And so this alienates all the men like me. If Jesus was here, he would be alienated. If all the great men before me were here, they would be alienated as well. So the way women are makes great men feel alienated. The way society accepts it makes great men feel alienated. And I can't cover this enough, because men spend a lot more time thinking about women than anyone wants to admit. When you look at the studies, how often do men think about sex, for instance? It gives away the power that women have. And a lot of the academics, the female academics, are quite aware of this, well aware of this. The problem is they wish to exploit it instead of address it responsibly. And this is part of the chaos we see taking place. I believe that you hold the line to the finish. You do what's right. You don't let anything deter you or anything turn you around. You don't let Annie Mae, for instance, or water hoses, or dogs, or aggressive cops, gang members, the military. You don't let anybody turn you around, knock you off your course. When these busters try to knock you out your place, you stand in there to their face and tell them, hold on, be strong, like Tupac Shakur said. And he was absolutely right about that. Come on now. Are we men of God, or are we men of the material world? Are we men of principle, or are we pussy-whipped cowards? Are we men of honor, or are we men for sale?